Good morning. Welcome to day 17 of my daily dump. Today I am excited for my third day working at this very large company. And yesterday I was all getting all excited and I was all amped about what I was going to work on as far as memory castles and learning 165 brands. But what I didn't know is that I work for a very large company now, and the resources I don't know how many resources that I have, and I don't know what I don't know as far as the company is concerned. But it literally employs tens of thousands of people, and whatever I've thought of in the first 3 days has chances are it's already been thought of. Rather than bang my head against the wall creating a new system, I'm going to kind of bide my time and wait for the system to understand what is already out there and what is available. And I tend to do this a lot where I get really excited and say, "Oh, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna change everything, and I'm gonna make everything better." But despite my 10, 15 years of building systems and processes and creating cool things that I think are interesting, there may not be a home for what I'm building because it may already have been built before. So rather than um, you know just waiting, maybe I should think about improving. So yesterday I was like, I got to learn 165 brands, 167 brands actually, and today I should just kind of understand where everything is and kind of let myself ease into this. I'm working with a large company that's been around for a long time, and they don't play checkers; they play chess. And so I'm an element of the chessboard that is under another element that's under another element. So um, why would I spend a bunch of time doing something that is irrelevant or meaningless, that is potentially going to have to get done again, or done in a different way, when I should just be asking questions and walking around and asking questions? So, it just, I was reading this morning, and I'm reading a book called Sapiens, and it talks about how the history of the human species and our role in our anthropological history of our species. And it's really interesting because it goes into a lot about the role of communities and the role of governments and the role of markets. And a lot of times our identities are wrapped up in our companies or our governments or our markets. And that role used to be occupied by the nuclear family. And so starting to understand that I am now part of another nuclear family, and that is going to become part of my identity because that's just the kind of person I am. I tend to go way overboard and way intense on being individualistic. When you start a business, you are the head of your company, and you do all the work. Now I'm the bottom rung, and I'm not expected to do everything like I was before. So I'm kind of tempering this with my with. I'm learning how to understand this and then fill my role extremely well. Now, I still have to define exactly what my role is, but I put out a Facebook post and a LinkedIn post yesterday saying that I started with this company, and and uh, and people would just responded like crazy. Like hundreds of people were like commenting and liking and you know doing all this stuff, and I was kind of blown away because when I do things, when I build things for the last 15 years of owning my business, I would do things every single day. And if I tried to get a kudos or a high five for the things that I was building, um, you know, there's just no appetite, there's no excitement for that kind of stuff. But when you start a new job with a bigger company, then your identity becomes perceived as being a much more important thing than I think it really is. But the real important thing is the work and the efficiency of the work, and providing as much value as possible. So I've kind of toned it down a little bit as far as like my rah, like we're gonna get shit done around here, because the truth is shit is already getting done, and my job is just to improve that process and make it better. So I'm excited to work with my team. I'm excited for all the stuff that is going to be happening very soon. But I just need to kind of wait and let things unfold around me, and embrace my new team, my new company, my new identity. while still maintaining the things that I like about my old identity. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about this, but I'm not going to be memorizing 167 brands. I know that. What I understood yesterday was that in trying to organize my thoughts around this and organize the process for effectively learning and memorizing all this stuff, I learned that my process of learning is in building and in speaking and in teaching. So that's why I do this, by the way, is so I can kind of organize my thoughts. Like by this time of the day, I've already done a small workout. I've already done my meditation. I've already read. I've already done my Spanish practice, and it's more about just figuring out what is important for me to do today. And what's important for me to do today is to more understand where I can be of value and where I can be of service, rather than just kind of pushing things around and building on an island, because that's the world I'm used to. I'm used to building an island for myself, and then slowly gathering people to come to my island. But now I'm on a huge island, and I need to figure out where I can actually help produce and be the most valuable. So that's my day to day. I'm kind of excited about it. And it's doesn't necessarily have to be frantically busy. It's not. I'm not in a publish or perish environment. I'm not in a eat what you kill world anymore. And so I kind of like that. I do still enjoy the hustle, and that doesn't mean I'm going to stop hustling. But yeah, so we'll see what happens, and I will see you tomorrow.